Hey, welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Remastered. We are back here in the town of Nibelheim, which is mysteriously undestroyed. Looks exactly the same as it did in the in Cloud's flashback. So that's very mysterious and strange. We've been checking out the Shinra Manor. Last time we found a key that leads into the basement. So that's where we're heading now. But first we gotta beat somebody up. Any of this stuff do... Let's try this. Perfect. Oof, that hurt. And that also hurt. Alright. And heal leveled up. Nice. One of my heals leveled up. So I now have Estuna. Nice, nice, nice to have Estuna. You know what? I've got them. I may as well start using them. So, basement, of course, was over here. Oh, and there are enemies here. Alright, so I'm gonna have to start rushing down. Ah, this guy again. I don't like... This guy is really... He's got really high HP. I don't like how much HP he has. He takes a while to take things. So yeah, Girafelgo isn't tough, or he's not, like, difficult. He's just tedious. It's not helped by the fact that sometimes he'll just randomly fall to the ground. And then you... Ooh, like this music. Yeah, sometimes he just randomly falls to the ground, and then he'll, like, you have to watch him, like, grab for his chain and climb back up. Like, yeah, great that he's not doing any damage, but... And there are 2 new enemies in down here as well. Back. Ugh. There's basically never been an RPG where bats aren't just irritating. Good job, Tifa. Ooh, so close to leveling up. Alright. So there is another enemy down here, so I'm gonna try to find the other enemy that is down here. This is very interesting music. Bats again. Boo! Here we go. Yin and Yang. So, new enemy, Yin and Yang. Comes from Chinese philosophy, Yin and Yang in Chinese philosophy. Describes how opposite or contrary forces are complementary, interconnected, and interdependent, giving rise to each other as they interrelate. Light and dark, fire and water, male and female, are thought of as manifestations of the duality of yin and yang. This duality lies at the origins of many branches of classical Chinese science and philosophy, as well as being a primary guideline of traditional Chinese medicine, the central principle of different forms of Chinese martial arts and exercise. Yin is the negative, passive, or female principle in nature. Moon, shaded orientation, something covert or concealed. Of the netherworld, overcast or sinister. Yang is the positive, active, or male principle in nature. Sun, open, overt, belonging to this world. Tetsuya Nomura actually said that it's his favorite enemy design in Final Fantasy VII. So the way it works, Ying has high defense and strong physical attacks, but low magic defense. Yang is weak to physical attacks, while Yang is susceptible to magic, or while Ying is susceptible to magic. So you want to kill Yang first. Especially because it does also use a suicide attack. Yang's happy. Oh, that's good. Oof. Bolt 2. Whoa, this thing's slow as molasses. Seriously, this thing is so damn slow. Cool design, but man. Takes forever the way it just like flops around. Like it is a really interesting, cool design and a cool concept. But jeez, sadistic attack. Oof. Actually, not that bad. Still gonna top her off though. Alright. Come on. Woo! Perfect. So that will stop it from doing its magic attack. Or its suicide attack. Hey, limit break for Tifa. Alright. Damn. Come on. Yes! Water kick. And Meteor Drive. Yeah. Meteor Drive. It's a suplex. The Meteor Drive part of her limit break is a suplex. And that is a nod, an homage to Sabin from Final Fantasy VI. Meteor Rain. Attacks all opponents. Alright. So yeah, because everybody loved Sabin's suplex in Final Fantasy VI. I mean, you could suplex a goddamn train! And it was super fun! Yeah, everybody wanted to suplex the goddamn train. Because why wouldn't you? It's just such a cool thing. So yeah, it was very popular, so Meteor Drive, bit of a callback to that. Not as dramatic as Sabin's, but still. Coffins. Interesting. To wake me from the nightmare. Who is it? I don't know you. You must leave. You were having a nightmare. You'll dream about bad things if you sleep in a place like this. Thanks, Aerith. Very useful, Aerith. A nightmare. My long sleep has given me time to atone. What are you saying? I have nothing to say to strangers. Get out. This mansion is the beginning of your nightmare. You can say that again. Do you know something? Talk about Sephiroth. Like he said, this mansion is the beginning of a nightmare. No, it's not a dream, it's for real. Sephiroth has lost his mind. He found the secrets hidden in this mansion. Sephiroth? You know Sephiroth? You know Sephiroth? You start first. Catch up. That's how it was. So Sephiroth knows he was created 5 years ago, and about the Genova project. He was missing, but has just recently reappeared. No, he was missing, but has just recently reappeared. He has taken many lives and is seeking the promised land. Now it's your turn. Sorry, I cannot speak. That's dirty! Hearing your stories is yet another sin for me. More nightmares shall come to me now than I previously had. Now, please leave. Impressive trick with the coffin lid, honestly. You're still here? Who are you? At least tell us your name. I was with Shinra Manufacturing and Administrative Research, also known as the Turks. Vincent! Our penultimate, I like saying that, penultimate party member. Second to last party member. Vincent Valentine. So his full name is Vincent Valentine. He's optional. He much like Yuffie, you can bypass him completely. He again, much like Yuffie, he was intended to be a mandatory character, but due to time constraints, they had to cut a lot of stuff, and he became an optional party member. He is a very popular character. Which, what? Teenagers in the late 90s liked a goth character? Shocker! Right? What a shock that is! The teens in the late 90s really connected with the goth guy. The goth dude. He was popular enough that he actually got his own spin-off, Dirge of Cerberus. Vincent. The Turks. Formerly of the Turks. I have no affiliation with Shinra now. And you. Cloud, formerly of Soldier. You were also with Shinra? Then do you know Lucretia? Who? Lucretia. The woman who gave birth to Sephiroth. Gave birth? Wasn't Genova Sephiroth's mother? That isn't completely wrong, but just a theory. He was born from a beautiful lady. That lady was Lucretia. She was an assistant to Professor Gast of the Genova Project. Beautiful Lucretia. A human experiment? There was no way to cancel the experiment. I couldn't stop her. That was my sin. I let the one I loved, the one I respected most, face the worst. So your punishment was to sleep? That's strange. Dude! Let me sleep. Fine then. Jerk. I'll have a lot more to say about Vincent soon. Once I actually put him in the party. Oh, hey, Sephiroth. How you doing there? We've been looking for you, guy. Sephiroth. Being here brings back memories. Are you going to participate in the reunion? I don't even know what a reunion is. It's when people meet back up after a time. You know, like when people have been sort of separated for some period of time, and they get back together, they meet back up. So, like high school, for example, you know, years after people graduate high school, they'll go back to the school for a big party as a reunion. Jenova will be at the reunion. Jenova will join the reunion, becoming a calamity from the skies. Jenova, a calamity from the skies? You mean she wasn't an ancient? I see. I don't think you have the right to participate. I will go north past Mount Nebel. If you wish to know, then follow. Reunion? Calamity from the skies? He just chucks this destruct materia. He just chucks it at us. It's kind of funny. But yeah, totally not totally not ominous at all. All definitely very normal stuff right there. Alright, might as well check out the destruct materia that we got. De-barrier, de-spell, death. So, de-barrier removes barriers from enemies. De-spell removes any sort of buffs, positive statuses. So haste, slow, stop, regen, barrier, M-barrier, reflect, shield, death force, and resist all get removed by de-spell. De-barrier removes barrier, M-barrier, reflect, and shield. And death, obviously, is just an instant death thing. Does give good MP, like good magic boosts, but significant physical losses. If you give it, if you put with the added effect spell, or added effect materia, then it means that there's a chance to inflict instant death on any enemy you use it against. So yeah, we're getting a little bit, learning a little bit about Sephiroth. More bats, boo. Wait. What an extra, what a weirdly extra entrance. If I go with you, will I meet Hojo? Dunno. But we're after him and Sephiroth. So, I guess sooner or later. Lucretia. Alright. I've decided to go with you. That sure was a quick change of heart. Being a former Turk, I may be of help. Alright then. Vincent! I got a achievement. Vincent, get Vincent on your team. Alright. So, his equipment is guns. So, Peacemaker, we got this back way back in Com, which suggests that that Vincent may have been intended to be recruitable earlier. Given we can find his gun in Com, it would make sense that he would be recruitable earlier than we actually find him. Like that was just one of those things like where in earlier versions he was recruitable early. And then when they changed that, they just didn't change the location of the gun. And there is actually kind of a lot of information about him, a lot of trivia about him. So, early concept art had him wielding a scythe. His basic concept changed quite a bit. Initially, he was a horror research, then a chemist, then a detective who resembled Fox Mulder, and then finally an ex-Turk. Do his material in a minute. His limit breaks. He transforms into monsters. He does he shapeshifts as his limit break. So he'll turn into a monster. Back when he was going to be a detective, he would have been unaware about, or he would have been in the dark about his shapeshifting. And the forms he turned into would have carried over to field maps and cutscenes. As I mentioned, he was supposed to be mandatory, but is reduced to optional. His arc was supposed to revolve around him awakening his powers. One other thing I'll mention about him here. One of the limit breaks he has is called Death Penalty, which increases in damage based on the number of enemies Vincent has killed. So, 768 kills gives a times 1 multiplier. 6,912 kills gets a times 4 multiplier, so on. At 65,408 kills, it gets it to max power. And if you get enough kills with it, it actually causes an overflow error that will kill any enemy in one hit, including the super bosses. So, that said, 65,000 kills? That sounds horrible, to be completely honest. Sure. Sure. Alright. Good chance to see... Nope. Good chance to see Vincent in action. And yeah, he is a gunner. His job class is gunner. And level up for Aerith. Nice, nice. Oh, right. And limit breaks. I forget. Does he have the full 7 limit breaks, or does he have fewer? Okay. So he has 4 limit... Vincent only has 4 limit breaks. With each level turning him into a different monster. Another thing is... limit breaks are achieved simply by killing people. It doesn't matter how many times he uses limit breaks, it's just by killing enemies. One issue with his limit breaks. When he transforms, he then becomes uncontrollable for the rest of the battle. Another concern with it is he can... His power is transformations do usually come with some sort of elemental damage, or some sort of attack that does elemental damage. For example, Galleon Beast has a flare attack that does fire elemental damage. And that can be dangerous because depending on who you're up against, he may end up healing enemies. Anyway. We have our next destination. Woo! Nice, dude, nice. And I will keep letting him get some kills for now. Good to let him get some kills off the bat so that he can try to get next limit break, though. Probably not really necessary. Undecided on whether I actually want to keep Vincent in my party. Yeah, probably a good time to stop here. I'm still so on the fence about whether to keep Vincent with me. I've barely used Yuffie as well. There is going to be a part coming up. There is going to be a part eventually. Actually, come to think of it, I don't know that I will be using Yuffie much for that part. I forget if she actually leaves the party. So maybe not actually. Alright, so never mind. There actually is going to be a part where I thought I was going to be using Goofy, but she will not actually be in my... Well, minor spoiler, but... I'm undecided about whether I'll ever use Yuffie as well. Nothing against her. I probably should, frankly. The only one here I don't want to use is Kashi. He's the only one I don't... He's the only member of the party that I couldn't care less about. I like Aerith and Tifa. Like I like Aerith in general. She's very strong magic, lots of MP. And just, high magic stat, very useful for that purpose. Plus her limit breaks. Especially now that I'm starting to get into her level 3 limit breaks. Invincibility? Great! And Tifa? I don't know. Tifa's our girl, Have I mentioned the shipping wars between people who ship Cloud with Aerith and people who ship him with Tifa? I don't remember if I talked about that previously, but yeah. There were some serious arguments about that way back in the day. And, not even way back in the day. I mean, those arguments aren't as big now. I think Remake actually kind of helped with it. By having Aerith and Tifa feel really flirty? Yeah, in Remake, Aerith just feels really flirty with Tifa. So I think a lot of people are like, thruple? Thruple, okay, yeah, I can go for a thruple. Like, I can agree on a thruple with you. I can agree on a thruple now. Anyway. Whatever. I will decide off screen who to bring with me. Yeah, as far as my take on it, on Cloud with Tifa versus Aerith, was it Clefa and Clarith, I think are the ship names? Or Clody. Clody and Clarith, I think, are the ship names. I believe. I mean, I take thruple. I side with thruple. But that aside, I think both are strong contenders. Yeah, I think they're both good romance options. I think both of them are good. Anyway, we have gotten a little bit more backstory, very, very, very little more, extra backstory about Sephiroth. We've met Goth Dreamboat Vincent. And we've gotten a clue on where to go next. We need to head past Mount Nebel. So that is what we will do next time. Should be a fun trip, right? I'm sure everything will go just fine. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode.